What's up, guys? AT Spectre AK here with a pretty sweet locals deck with our judge/player, DP. And I'll let DP take it away. He'll discuss what the deck is, what it does, and why it's so good.
Alright, so this is Graydles. So people might think Graydles are not like a Tail 500 deck, and they kind of are, but they're really actually good in good. So for the first monster, we got 3 copies of Graydle Slime Jr. Junior's good because when he's destroyed by battle, you get to
Speak up.
Graydle Slime Jr. is good because when he's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon any Graydle monster from your deck, and when he's normal summoned, you can special summon any Graydle monster from your any water monster from your graveyard. Then you can special summon any Graydle monster from your graveyard. Then you can special summon any Aqua type monster from your hand with the same level as that special summon monster. So yeah, you get 3 monsters for the price of 1.
Yes!
So yeah, Junior's a good boy. He's a good little boy. Next up, 1 copy of Graydle Slime. You don't want to play more than one of him because he's level 5, and his effect allows you to use him multiple times no matter what anyway. His effect is you can target 2 Graydle cards you control, destroy those targets, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. And if this card is special summoned by this effect, you can special summon 1 Graydle monster from your graveyard in defense position. And these are your 4 tuners.
Wait, you don't have a link to Revo?
Next up, 3 copies of Graydle Eagle. Graydle Eagle is the first of the level 3 Graydle monsters. Graydle Eagle is monster effect is if this card is destroyed by battle or by the effect of an effect monster, you can target any 1 monster face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of that, and equip this card from your graveyard to that target and take control of it. If this card is removed from the field while equipped to a monster by this effect, destroy the equipped monster. So, yeah.
That Graydle effect's so broken, stealing your opponent's monsters.
Yeah, so this is the first of your 9 snatch steals.
Yep.
I've attacked into that by accident so many times.
Next up, we got 3 Graydle Alligator. Graydle Alligator's effect is if he's destroyed battle or by a spell card, you can. He just gets the Graydle effect. He gets to steal, snatch steal. So yeah, he gets to equip from the graveyard to an opponent's monster and just snatch steal it. And if your opponent is like MSTs this, their monster dies anyway.
We're still on for a duel.
And your 3rd snatch steal.
All right.
Your last 3 snatch steals are Graydle Cobra. Graydle Cobra is the one who is destroyed by traps or by battle. You get to steal opponent's monster. They're you can see they're color coded. Konami was smart with that. And that's the monster lineup. Some people like to play Kaijus in the main deck. Tribute opponent's monster, and then ram a Graydle into it, steal the Kaiju. I'm like, what's the point of that when you can just ram the Graydle into the Graydle into anything?
Can't you special the Kaiju, though, off of one of the Graydle's effects if the Kaiju's engraved?
If it's an Aqua type. Yeah.
So if you had, like, what's it called?
Gamma Seal.
Gamma Seal, yeah. You
could normal summon this and revive Gamma Seal from the graveyard with it.
Pretty cool.
No, actually, no, this one only revives Graydle, so. But then you can drop the Gamma Seal from your hand because it has the same level as one of the synchro monsters. So yeah. I mean, that's the monster lineup. Next up is the spells. I play 1 Dark Hole, only because I don't have another copy of Raigeki to put in here. 1 Monster Reborn. Next up are 3 copies of Graydle Impact. This card is amazing.
I like the artwork on it. It's dope.
Yeah, great. It is pretty dope. It's a flying saucer crashed.
All right, Kyle wins.
Impact has 2 effects. You can only use one of the effects per turn, only once that turn. But the first effect lets you target any other Graydle card you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Those targets are both destroyed. So this card combos well with Alligator, just like regular Slime combos well with Eagle. Its second effect is, during your end phase, you can add any Graydle card from your deck to your hand, including a copy of itself. But you can only use 1 effect per turn, only once that turn. Next up, because all the Graydles are water, 3 Moray of Greed.
Pot of Greed on steroids.
And because they all have less than 1,500 attack points, 3 Salvage.
And you're still losing.
Next up, 2 Duality to round out the spells, because you're not really special summoning on your turn too much, except with 1 specific combo. but I mean, if you're going first and you need a setup, this card's good. Next up, we have a staple, Graydle Parasite. This card's effect is if a Graydle monster you control attacks your opponent directly, and when they control no monsters, you can special summon any monster from your opponent's graveyard. Its other effect is if your opponent attacks directly while you control no monsters, you can special summon any Graydle from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. This basically guarantees you're always going to have a Graydle or a monster to Snatch Steal. Next up, a card that people don't like to play, but I like to play it. This is Graydle Split. The effect is target one monster you control, it gains 500 attack. The second effect is during your main phase, you can send this card equipped to a monster to the graveyard, destroy the equipped monster, and if you do, special summon 2 Graydles from your deck with different names. People don't like running it because it's slow, but if you combine it with Cobra, there are a lot of crazy plays you can do. Such as you can pop the Cobra it's equipped to, steal a monster, then special summon an Eagle from the deck and Slime from the deck. So then you can, and you haven't, say you haven't normal summoned yet, you can now sync for your synchro. You get a lot of just a lot of utility out of it.
Good value in this deck.
The value?
Good value, yeah.
Yeah, everything is like cheap as hell.
No, I mean like, and you plus on every card in this deck. It's great.
Yeah.
There's no garnets in this deck really.
Yeah, and the thing about this is that you can equip it to any monster. Like you can equip it to a monster you stole, blow that monster up, and then get 2 Graydles out of it. Next up are just staple traps. 3 copies of Storming Mirror Force, because regular Mirror Force doesn't work all the time. Quaking is bad against Lynx. Drowning, you have to have no monsters. Next, 3 Torrential. It's better than Bottomless, and say your opponent has a monster that can't be destroyed by card effects. If you destroy your, say your opponent has a monster that can't be destroyed by card effects, but it can still be targeted by stuff, and you have a set Cobra on field, Torrential kills Cobra can now steal that monster. It doesn't really come up, but it's useful. Same thing with the Dark Hole and Alligator.
Happened against me.
And next up, the Solemn Brigade, minus strikes.
Why are you not playing strikes in here?
No room, and they're in other decks.
Gotcha.
I mean, I could put them in, I just don't want to.
And extra deck.
Extra deck.
Extra tribute.
There are, first up, we have 3 Miss Starboy. My entire deck is water, and Miss Starboy floats into your waters, and it opens up extra deck room in your extra monster zones. You don't really need to play Miss Starboy because the monsters float, the extra deck monsters float, but he comes in handy, especially when you got a lot of stuff on board. Next up, 3 copies of Graydle Dragon. I only own 2. I have so hard finding this card. Graydle Dragon needs 1 Aqua Tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. When he is synchro summoned, you can target a number of cards your opponent controls up to the number of materials used for synchro summon. So if you use Slime, that's 2. If you use Slime Jr., that's 3 materials. So you can blow up 2 to 3 cards. That's right. And when he's destroyed by battle or card effect, doesn't matter whose, you can special summon any water monster from your graveyard, but its effects on the field are negated.
No.
And you can special summon another Graydle Dragon in this place.
Yeah, but you can only use each of his effects once per turn.
But he just loops himself.
Yeah, he loops himself, basically. Like, if your opponent gets rid of both in the same turn, they won't loop, but they basically loop themselves. And finally, 1 White Aura Whale, because the entire deck is water. It's level 8, so I can make it. And it double attack, attacks monsters twice, has piercing, and if destroyed by opponent's card, battle, or card effect, banish away from grave, revive it as a level 8 tuner.
Would you play Dolphin in this deck?
I can't make it.
No?
Unless I steal a level 4 or 1 monster. That's water actually.
He just passes it.
Gotcha. Do you have any tips for any players? Any cards that they should add? Anything for the player base?
Strikes are a good card to add if you really want to add strikes. You can like fill out the rest of the extra deck really, like the 3 Dragon and the White Aura Whale, and are the only actual staple, extra deck cards. Like these, you don't even have to play them if you don't want to.
Just ask me.
You can definitely put Raigeki in over Dark Hole. There's just a lot of things you can do with the deck. Like for example, like I said before, people like to play Kaijus, but I feel like what's the point of doing a Kaiju when you're going? Because what they did was they summoned the Kaiju, rammed the Graydle into it, stole the Kaiju. It's like, what's the point of doing that when you just ram the Graydle into something and steal anyway? Like, what's the point? I guess it was to ensure that they always had a high attack monster on your opponent so they feel to steal. But like, I feel that's kind of pointless, you know?
As of note, too, you can steal any opponent's link monsters. You can steal their Borreloads, YUGIOHs.
Yeah. See, the thing about the Graydles is when they're destroyed, and when they're fixed trigger, you can target any face-up monster and steal it. So it doesn't have to be the one that killed it, which is really nice.
So, sorry, you can't target Borreload, but you can target any other card.
Well, yeah, you can target it. You can't target Borreload.
Yeah.
You can't be targeted by monster.
My mistake.
But I mean, you can still use
Boral Sword. You can when that card comes out, and then you can just attack them twice per game.
Yeah, and Graydle Impact is really good because it gets rid of problem cards. It's like it's either a search every each of your end phases or an MST every turn, or MST or monster removal.
Definitely a really cool deck, guys. Definitely something to check out. And thanks DP for the deck profile.
And guess what? The entire deck is under $10.
That is really sad.
Well, except for this guy. This guy's like 5 each.
And Whale. Whale's kind of like
Whale's
$200.
That sucks.
Oh.
These guys are like 4 to 5 each. But I mean, like, the main deck is under $10.
If you guys are looking to pick something up on a budget,
And annoy your friends.
definitely pick up Graydles. All right, peace, guys.